Hi, I'm Brittany Powers, and this is my personal introduction video for Module 1 in EDL 853. So here's a little bit about me. This first photo is of my family. So in this picture, it's myself, my husband Bob of 6 years, and our dog Archie. I included a clip art of a runner just because I love staying active. I also included a picture of the beach in California because I love to travel. The last thing that I'm really interested in and that helps me express myself is decorating. So I added a picture of my parents' home because they were brave enough to let me decorate for them. A little about my work. I work for the Blue Valley School District. I teach first grade, so here's a picture of my class and some of my students this past year. This was my first full year teaching, so I had a lot of fun, a lot of learning, and this is my school, Wolf Springs Elementary. It's located in Overland Park, Kansas. So next, let's talk about the content for this first week. Building an inclusive school culture. So first, let's look at how a school leader builds and maintains this culture of inclusion and what their role is in this task. So first, our job is to create high expectations. So we're moving past that bar of just getting students to achieve the bare minimum. We want to know their goals for life and help them get there. We also can engage the whole community, so engaging families, parents, but also outside community members and helping them get involved in our schools by bringing them in as volunteers and then helping our students get back out in the community and do the same through volunteering. We can also serve every individual, so we need to know our students, utilize them, and plan and accommodate for their success. So we need to really understand our students' histories and the experiences that they're bringing to the table so that we can serve them best. And then last but not least, building a culture of honor. So this is really the foundation that everything else is built upon, is that culture of honor and respect and welcoming. We can teach and model this kind of support, and we can give students responsibility in this area too by assigning them to serve and help each other. Ways we can encourage advocacy is to create opportunities for students to support and learn about one another and facilitate those relationships and help train them in social skills and social development. So this can be done through group projects or just social projects where they're really getting to know each other and celebrating diversity among student bodies. We can encourage and expect collaboration in diverse group work. So we really want to get students comfortable and used to working with people different than themselves and not always just the groups that they are most comfortable around. Some other things we can do are teach and expect inclusive language. So this isn't always something that comes naturally or that students see at home, so we have to teach and model that. And then, of course, participate in school-wide initiatives that celebrate and defend diversity and equality. So some examples of this are gay-straight alliances, saying no name-calling weeks, making a full week out of this and offering challenges and prizes just to get students on board and to pay attention to this topic. And then, of course, you can do things like have a principals advisory council where students are working with you to help reinforce those values that you want to see happening in the school. Some plans that you can use to ensure equitable treatment of students and staff members are offering students proper support, so making sure that they have what they need to be successful, and of course having highly trained educators that share your same vision of a school culture that has inclusion and equitable experience for all. We also need to directly be teaching social responsibility. Again, this isn't something that all students are exposed to or even students have modeled for them at home. Some students might come from families who are prejudiced or have negative experiences with other cultures and kind of hand that down to their students. So we need to be the ones who really enact that change that we want to see in society and train our students to value that. We also need to allow honest conversation. So if we're teaching this and we're exposing students to this kind of thinking, we need to be able to facilitate honest conversations where students are processing these new ideas with us in a safe space. Some ways that we can address negativity are to build that welcoming culture, having those honest conversations, modeling and continually reinforcing and teaching positive language. And of course, recognizing that success is a community effort. It takes every single person to achieve it. All staff members, all students, all families, and of course the community. We also need to focus on what individuals have to offer. So each person has a unique mix of strengths and needs that they bring to the table. And when we work together, we're able to serve each other. We can focus on what individuals have to offer. So not just focusing on the needs that a student may have, but really focusing on what's special about them or what's unique about them or what's great about them, and utilizing that in the classroom so that they can really discover their potential and get a chance to experience success in a safe space. And then creating partnerships between all members of the community and helping sustain that in a regular fashion. So here are my references. I really enjoyed learning about some practical ways that I can encourage and sustain an inclusive school culture, and I hope that some of my thoughts spark some new ones with you, and thanks for watching.